So welcome students. This is Fundamentals of Database course. My name is Abdulrahman. So we will start this course with certain objectives. So the course have got the concepts that are very important for this course. So here we have data, database and database management system. As well as method of handling the data will be the content that will be presented in this lesson. So the course is also having certain objectives. So you will be able to explain the basics of this database after completing this course. As well, you will be able to define the basic terms that are very important in this lesson. As well, we do also have the concepts of this database management system, so you will understand those concepts after completing this lesson. So now we will see the basic terms like definitions of the term. Like for example, we will start with data. So as you can see, data is the name given to basic facts and entities such as names, numbers, for example, for weights, for a price of different objects, the costs and the number of items to be sold. So as you know, data is very important for certain organizations. Just to explain how things are. So we will have a lot of data, so it will be the explaining factors for organization as well. So that's why it comes an important issue for this database. So the importance of database comes since its importance is very high. So we will see what database is. So now database is a highly organized, interrelated and structured set of data about which a particular enterprise can be explained with. So for this, to store a large number of data that an organization might have, we need to have those data which can be found in many forms. Like for example, we can have data in audio, video, multimedia and different forms. So these data can be stored in a computer and processed. So for having them, basically accessing them, so we can easily access them whenever we are storing them in database. We can easily modify them, so when modification is needed, so we can access the database and as well modify them. Again, we need to protect our data since it is important resource that we can have. So for protection also we need to secure our data. For that we need to have database. Again, the data might be needed for analyzing in courses like in our machine learning courses, different things are there. So for analyzing we can also have such concept. So for all this we need to have a database. The other thing is this database management system. So there are so many tools that we can have as a data management system. So those tools are a special software which will help us to create what we have previously stated like database. So allowing users to create, read and update, those are the operations that we can make on databases. So for that we can have so many tools like SQL Server, Oracle, IBM Database, FilePro. All you can see are the types of database management system softwares. So those applications will help us just to manipulate and organize data in our database. So we can also make certain operations like creating that we call CRUD. So the other things are database systems. The things that we have discussed earlier like database and the software and the data that we have discussed all together will provide us with just these database systems. So the database systems are highly help us to store valuable and important resources that we can have. So the database touches all aspects of our lives. That's why it's very important. So there are certain application area of this database like in banking, in airlines and different universities. So that is some of the areas that we can apply database into. So the most important examples of this database is university database examples. So we can add new users, instructors, courses to the database, and we can register for the course and generate different courses, and so many things can happen in this database. So we have seen so many things like basic terms that you have defined, the database concepts and the tools are used. Thank you for the lesson, and we will come up with the next lesson. Goodbye.